Hello?
Hello, Sydney. Did you miss me? Nice little town you found. You and your pretty daughter. Reminds me of where we grew up.
Well, you sure know a lot about me for another asshole hiding behind a voice changer.
Oh, I'm not hiding, Sydney. This is gonna be fun.
How's it going out there, YouTube land and also social media lands? Welcome to an all-new video. In this video, we're doing a trailer reaction of an upcoming film that comes out next February and is the 7th film in a great long franchise that started back in 1996. So we're going to get right into that. Before we do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss this video or any other videos I put up. As always, people, if you enjoy my content here on YouTube, definitely check out my other social media platforms, such as Patreon, X, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Tumblr, TikTok. Pretty much post on these regularly, so definitely check them out. As always, let's get right into this. So welcome one and all to an all-new video. So like I was saying before, we're doing a trailer reaction of an upcoming film that is coming out in February, and is the 7th film in a great long franchise that started back in 1996, called Scream 7. Yeah! Scream 7. Yeah! So almost 30 years later, we're finally getting the 7th film in this franchise. Who would have thought 30 years later there'd be 7 of these films in this franchise that started back in, 1996. And I know a lot of people are probably thinking, we'll probably never get another one after the first 3 came out, from 96 to 2000. And when they came out with another one, 11 years later, I don't think a lot of people realized that it was going to keep continuing on. And that 30 years later, that we would have so many films in this great series. And this 7th film looks absolutely fantastic. I love where this trailer takes us. I love that it's completely new scale, new different look, new different idea and thought process, but still within the realm of the Scream franchise. And the fact that we have, characters from, earlier Scream films to more of the newer Scream films interconnected with each other, I think is really great. And this trailer is just really solid. I mean, it starts off, once again, at Stu Macher's house. Now it's a, like a bed and breakfast kind of museum type of place. And we have all this kind of craziness going on. We have Ghostface quite a bit in this trailer. And we also get a lot of, Sydney. We get some Courtney Cox. We get some of the other characters and stuff like that. Newbies that are coming in for this film. And it just looks like it's going to be a really solid entry into this franchise. Now, the 6th film was honestly my favorite of the series so far. I absolutely love Scream 6. It is so freaking awesome. And, coming off of 5, that one was way far superior. And with how this one looks in the trailer, from this first trailer, it looks absolutely fantastic. And it's funny to think that we only got a few months until this supposedly comes out, into theaters in February. And, we finally get this first trailer, and it just looks so dynamite. I mean, it looks so freaking awesome. And the whole concept of, once again, we're at the 3rd part, again, of a new trilogy. So I feel we're probably going to be getting more backstory. We're going to get all this kind of crazy shit. And, a lot of stuff kind of like how Scream 3 was. And, kind of like how Scream 6 technically wasn't really a 3rd film in this new trilogy because 4 really wasn't considered a part of this new trilogy. So it's kind of weird how they're going about this, but I definitely feel because this is kind of like the 3rd film in this new trilogy since they started back in 2022, that we're going to get, more of a backstory. We're going to see where Stu Macher pops back in. We're going to see where Billy Loomis does, where Doobie Riley does, and so forth and stuff like that. And, I think that from this trailer, even though we don't really get too much, intake into, like, where Dewey's going to pop up, where Stu's going to pop up, and stuff like that, the mention of Stu so much throughout the trailer just makes me totally think that this is going to go a backstory to Stu. And that he has been a part of this since the beginning, that he was more a part of it than we realized since the very first film that he was in. So I think that there's a lot to this that could happen. I mean, this trailer is super solid. I mean, lots of great action sequences, lots of great Sydney on the phone, and all that kind of cool stuff. And also, I thought something that was really cool is I saw this article online that mentioned that people that are bad guys in films aren't allowed to use Apple phones, because that is an agreement that Apple has that only good guys will use their phones in films. So, if you did not know that, we see Cindy several times throughout the trailer with an Apple phone. So, I don't think we're going to have this go back to Cindy being a actual bad guy finally, which a lot of people I feel are like, I think eventually Cindy's going to snap type of deal. But it definitely doesn't look like that because she's using an iPhone in this film compared to a Samsung in the previous films installments. So I think it's interesting that that is something that Apple does, and that's a good indicator of who is probably not going to be a bad guy. So I think that's really interesting, and I thought an interesting thing to throw into this trailer and trailer reaction to mention that, and I think that's really cool. And I think something that really shines on, like, where is this really going, this movie franchise, and this trailer is a really superb trailer. If you haven't seen the trailer yet, I highly recommend check it out on YouTube now. Looks amazing. Can't wait to see this when it comes out in February. I am so been looking forward to this film since I saw 6. And I'm really looking forward to seeing where they take it, what they do with it, especially with, Jenna Ortega's character and Melissa Barrera's character not being a part of this one. It's going to be interesting to see just where this goes and kind of how the Meeks are a part of this as well. If you haven't seen the trailer yet, check it out on YouTube now. Looks fantastic, awesome. Can't wait to see it in theaters in February. And this is just a damn great trailer. Giant 10 Golden Movie boxes on this trailer. It is an absolutely fantastic first trailer. And like I said, if you haven't seen it, go check it out now. Worth the watch. So that's it for this trailer reaction, folks. As always, thank you for watching, thank you for liking, and also thank you for being a part of this community. As always, huge shout out to my subscribers, new and old. Thank you so much for being a part of the channel. As always, if you really want to show support for the channel, please check out my Patreon page and think about becoming a member, where you get access to all kinds of extra accoutrement you don't get here on the YouTube channel, plus also perks. You get first looks, you get parts of the editing process, you get all kinds of cool stuff, so definitely check that out. As always, catch you in the next one.